the progress there. Again, that means streamlining curriculum to make sure that the first, second year, and third year actually align very closely. So the university does those kinds of collaborative Asia, Singapore, with a couple of them, and of course, Vermont, South Australia, it might be transparent. But also the other thing I wanted to share here is School of Urban Life Sciences does a lot of consultancies. So we trust in the knowledge exchange and knowledge translation. So, for instance, this being National University, you might need some consultants and have established a research or medical school, state-of-the-art infrastructure, IT, all of those things. So the school itself has been involved in establishing schools of public health, medical schools in different countries, and there is a lot of expertise that can be tapped into through consultants as well. For example, experts that are keen to come collaborate and sectionally professors, key lectures, keynote speeches, and all of that. So again, those are things that we think we can be able to talk through and see how we can do robust collaborations, state programs, for public health, and I understand you're going to be running public health here, nursing as well, so we can have students exchanging as well.
Emphasis on making sure that their experience is as good as it possibly can be. So the university has the teaching, the UK has the teaching excellence framework, which marks all universities across the UK on their teaching performance. And really pleased to say that Teesside is one of only 14 institutions in the UK that receive TEF Gold, which is the highest level that any university can receive. And considering there's about 130 plus institutions considered in this, for Teesside to come out in that elite group, placing the importance on that both the student outcomes and the student experience as well are all taken account of within that ranking, is a really important part of our strategy of making sure that we're continuing to support students after graduation too. Lawrence mentioned the International Student Barometer, which is a survey that all international students can complete, telling us about their experience. And over the last 7 years, Teesside has come out first in the UK for the international student experience overall. Testament to, I think, our students having that great experience. We try to make sure we're a really affordable university too. So Middlesbrough, where we're located in the northeast of England, has a relatively low cost of living compared to areas further south, such as London and Manchester and Southampton. So it's an affordable study destination as well, alongside affordable fees. We try and make sure that we put good payment plans in place for students so they can pay up to 5 instalments per year. So reducing some of that pressure and concern that families might have when planning what is a considerable investment for many to travel to the other side of the world and invest their hard-earned time and money with it. It's great to see your vision and mission on the wall, actually, because I can see so many synergies between Teesside and your institution here, particularly around sustainable development. That's a key part of the university's research and strategy. And Lawrence mentioned the National Horizon Centre, but we also have the Net Zero Centre in Teesside as well, which is a pioneering research facility trying to deliver on the UK's net zero ambitions and working with both businesses but research facilities across the UK to really drive down the emissions and make us a more sustainable institution, and seeing the impact that has on an area like Middlesbrough. We act as an anchor institution in the area, and the research and the investment that facilities like the National Horizon Centre and the Net Zero Centre bring to the region have really, really played a pivotal role in the upskilling across the northeast area. I think it's a great location for students to come and study in as well. It's being in the northeast is a little colder than further down south. I'm originally a southerner, so it was a bit of a shock to the system to begin with. But the climate there is great for exploring. It's a medium-sized town, so it's not overwhelmingly large, so I try to navigate the way around London. Even myself, I find it a very stressful experience. Middlesbrough isn't easy to get around as well connected to the rest of the UK as well. Students can fly in by the Teesside Airport or Newcastle Airport, connected via Amsterdam or Dubai really
students could drop away for 2 semester. Also, probably those from UK come to settle university for a semester. Of course, in addition to those who go. I know it involves a lot because we have to look into curriculum, we have to know try to create students and create transfers. But I think all that can be worked out if we sit and come up with a study which works. So that's my question. But you're most welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, program, do put here, do what you have said, and work out the mechanism, facilitate the movement of students from Ghana to the other side, also goes to the other side from the side. Also, we look at the American NGO same program, that will start technical support. Also aspire to other things. So when we look at this, this education field is the key of that. Partner and see how we go. The last one is working on projects together, both the student-based projects, projects which are held in the world, or government agencies. So those are some of the areas that we are thinking of.
That we've done an increasing amount of it over the last 3 or 4 years. We've built a new student mobility team within our Department for International Development, specifically to support both credit transfer per semester and summer study opportunities and summer cultural opportunities. And we've had students, I think, this week fly out to Malaysia for a summer opportunity, and we've got some more going to Brazil. We had students go to Prague last year and Singapore as well, so that we try and make sure that we provide as many global opportunities, and we'd be really happy to explore that further with you as well, and also welcome students to join us for any period of the summer. I think we waved goodbye to a group of students from the summer visit about 10 days ago now that were joining us from Colombia. We've got some students, I think, going out to Miami as well. We've got a partnership with Inter Miami football team, and they're going out on a summer program to spend a little bit of time there, looking at some of our sporting work that we do more than anything. We do open to a range of other areas, different iterations there as well. And again, in similar ways to semester transfer, we start by looking at curriculums and looking at what the best and program synergies there too.
education, we are going to find that some all the photos which are there, they help us to make this one before the space was to how you see today. SETA is an acronym of science, environment, engineering, technology, and agriculture. We are going to offer programs like this to areas. Or we have a few programs as we have about presentation that are not science, but they support science. Our vision is to be a leading global institution with as much education, research, and innovation. That's the vision we have. And the vision, we want to provide the dynamic environment, natural creativity, critical thinking, practical skills, and development. These are our objectives: promote a holistic approach, education that meets global needs. Number two, foster a culture of quality research and innovation with a strong industrial linkage, enhance practical training. From the conversation with members, this was started out very well. Attached to the other side and other groups are trying to address this need demand. Then to cultivate a strong value system that embraces community service, leadership training, and cultural exchange. Still, when we move the other side, cultural exchange there. Then we are growing the other leaders. Then the last one is implement sustainable institutional practices that are friendly to the environment. We have agreement sponsor globally. Now we are coming to show that that person comes out very well. Then we have what you call one, we look at experiential learning. Number two, career success center. We want to have a success center for our students. Find that from where they go, they know where they go, and put them to start. Staff, professional academies. We know right now the world is a higher profession in this, research based and without this. Then coordinated advising and students engagement teams. Students to be advised but in a competitive manner, but also we are trying to develop teams. Then career readiness, employability programs. Our programs, we have to show that we want to follow, we are trying to make their career, we are doing with them. Besides what we offer in the past, these are other things that make the product full. If we don't address them, then we are missing out. Then the values are adaptability, diversity, innovation, integrity, collaboration, and excellence. Change the reduce, literally meaning to ignite minds. When we try, from reading our motto, we start with what is this, so they will ignite it. We don't need to mention all this with that. Then we are at Western University. We are looking at real-world experience, we give our students real-world experience. We host an innovation approach, and student-centered approach. And we are explaining to the global institution as one of the key pillars of this university. The staff, as we told you, in the university, we are going to grow this over time. Then, in terms of